Of all the games the Calgary Flames have played this season, Saturday night was definitely one of them, as they played the Seattle Kraken to a remarkably bland 2-1 overtime loss. And the play in overtime where Nazem Kadri turns the puck over and allows Seattle to get the goal that leads to the victory was not a play that Nazem Kadri needs to be making, nor one that he should be making, and he should be veteran enough to not make that play. I do think that with this game going a little bit sideways for Calgary, Kadri was it was one of those trying to do too much things. It was just bad. It was bad. And it's not a play you would expect from him. But I don't think there's anything actionable. I don't think you sit him off of it. It's just just a reminder, don't, and we'll be fine. And I think that's basically the extent of it. That's basically where it came down from. Overall, like this looked like the team you're expecting. This was a team that at times had trouble generating high danger chances. It felt like at times they had trouble defending high danger chances. Natural Stat Trick last night had, or Saturday night, sorry, had the high danger chances at 11-4 for Calgary. Can we go back and see if that's actually what they stuck with? Because that just didn't feel like that game at all. Here, against the Kraken, high danger chances, boy, it's a long way over. Oh, they actually gave Calgary an extra one. It was 12-4. Yeah, I didn't see that at all. Expected goals for, it felt like, again, they have the edge there. So the numbers are seeing something that I genuinely didn't see. I didn't think offensively this team played very well at all, and I didn't think defensively this team played very well at all. I thought Dan Vladar was fantastic. I thought he was sharp when he needed to be, and this game could have got out of hand if not for Dan Vladar. But overall, this was a team that's not very good, that had 3 days off, and full days off, like Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, fully off, and they looked like it. They did not look sharp. They did not look crisp. They did not look like they were executing anything well. They had some opportunities, I think, to really start creating those chances, although apparently they did awesome at it anyway. But I thought they were off. I thought they were off all game, and it's a bit more what we expected. The one thing, and we talked about this, Conrad and I did on Game Over Calgary, I don't know where there's room for Tyson Barrie here. I think that when he goes out there and is on the power play, that that's how you are supposed to use him, but now you do have two defensemen out there, which is not the way that most teams are running their power play. And I get that you have the offensive guy out there, but still. Also, if he's only in 40% of the time, it's tough to work that chemistry, and it's tough to get that. And so if you're going to use Tyson Barrie, use Tyson Barrie. He's got to be in there, I think, every day to, again, get that chemistry going and get all of that, instead of making a decently sized philosophical switch. Now, Rasmus Andersson apparently is just a net front presence now and can be that guy. But I think that if you're going to practice it one way 60% of the time and one way 40% of the time, that's not how this is going to get better. So I don't think it's a fit. I don't think there's room. I would much rather see more extended play on Miramanov. And if that's not it, bring someone else up. Everyone in the American Hockey League is playing well right now. Bring those cats up and just see what these guys have. Because I don't get it. I really don't get it with the Tyson Barrie situation. I think it's a rough fit. Anyway, Flames back in action tomorrow along with basically everybody when they take on the Chicago Blackhawks. I, again, will be back on Game Over Calgary once that game is done. Sorry, just before we get into the fight talk here, Anand saying, Tyson Barrie's situation is complex. Sometimes he fits, sometimes he doesn't. The thought of him is a good one, right? Like you have a veteran puck-moving defenseman who can come in here and for a team that may have a few offensive challenges at times, can help them out. I did think that he jumped into the rush. I think part of it is, again, and it sounds like I'm making excuses or whatever. Part of it is I think he is trying too hard. He jumps into the rush on that play when there's no room for him to do that. Like the spacing of it didn't work. And it led to a 2-on-1 back the other way for Seattle. It is just, it is off. It just sets the quality off, and it sets the timing of everything off. And it makes the chemistry a bit of a difficult issue for this team right now. And so again, I think the biggest need for this team is actual strong, structured defensive play, and Barrie brings none of that. Anand asking a question, Hanley, how long will he sit out? That's another one. I don't know where he fits. I think Bean has been playing well. I think Ball's been playing really well. And Pahal has been fitting great. And so if you want to bring Barrie out and put Hanley in there now, then I guess you can. But I don't know where the room is for that guy either. So how long will he sit out? I could see him coming in this next week at some point if they need a little bit more, again, sound defensive play, because he brings that a little bit more. But the 8 defenseman thing doesn't make a lick of sense to me. And so I don't know what they are doing with this guy here right now.